What would you say if I told you there is a country in Europe and it's not Spain or Poland or France, where you don't need family ties, don't need to have a child, and don't even need to live there for any period of time, and yet you could still get its citizenship and passport in less than 1 year without ever living there? Most countries give you their passport after a certain number of years living legally within their borders. This is the case for Mexicans and Colombians, who can just obtain a European passport after just 2 years of legal residency in Spain. But then we have others who are taking advantage of key loopholes in the law to access exclusive passports that most people have never even heard of. As you may know, there are countries that openly sell these passports for a fixed price. The most well-known are Caribbean nations, islands like Dominica, Grenada, Antigua, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts. But there are also significant countries like El Salvador that will grant you citizenship in less than 1 month in exchange for a donation. Now, what I don't like about buying a passport is that many of those countries have that purchase passport smell, and in the long run, it might not be the best option. Visa exception could be revoked, airport immigration might raise issues, or you might find it difficult opening bank accounts you really want. But there is a solution, and that is leaving behind the official citizenship by investment program. The truly wealthy are securing second nationalities, second citizenship through legal provisions found in the constitutions of some countries, using what are known as citizenship by exception or citizenship by merit. The magic of this path is that there is no defined why, no exact step-by-step guide. Only people deeply involved in this world truly know when and how each country grants them. In Spain, for example, Ilia Topuria obtained his nationality exceptionally, having been recognized as the best in his weight category. But countries don't only offer this for athletic or artistic excellence. They also do it when someone contributes significantly to the country, perhaps economically, with a creative business plan that generates local employment and above all is a special interest to the nation. In those cases, the PM, the Prime Minister, can grant you honorary citizenship, nationality, passport and all, without requiring you to live there neither permanently nor temporarily. And they won't demand that you renounce your previous nationality, whether that's Mexican, Colombian, Argentina, Brazilian, Indian, the US, America, Ecuadorian, it doesn't matter. Almost every country offers this possibility in theory, but in many governments there is little political will to reward people who bring value. Instead, they prefer to overtax their own citizens and avoid encouraging foreign economic input. That's a mistake, because the countries that are embracing this model of citizenship by exception, a form of investment-based citizenship in disguise, are attracting high-level individuals willing to pay that toll, setting up a company, creating jobs, contributing in a meaningful area. And I personally believe this is a positive thing. In Europe we have several options, but the most accessible one is Serbia, Albania, Georgia, Bosnia and Austria. In some of these, an amount similar to the cost of a Caribbean passport and somewhere between that and Turkey's program, which currently stands at $400,000, you can obtain the passport and nationality and a citizenship of a real country. A country that opposes the woke movement, rejects the Agenda 2030 and most importantly is not part of the European Union in the case of Georgia, in the case of Serbia, in the case of Albania, Montenegro, Bosnia, not the case of Austria. That means you stay outside of things like taxation by citizenship, the digital euro, and the creeping socialism that is taking hold in many EU countries. This path is being taken by international profiles, people with businesses around the world, generating solid income, who have good reputations and own property both in their home countries and abroad. Above all, they are not criminals, have no criminal records, and can prove their wealth comes from legitimate business activity. Of course, we are not talking about someone printing out a passport from their home computer. These are documents registered in the system, evaluated by the head of state, where the government has reviewed your application, assessed your value, and concluded that you deserve to be one of them. If this is something you want for yourself and your family, I invite you to fill out the form in the description so we can secure your second passport as soon as possible. Because it's not easy, not every law firm can get it done, and it's certainly not handed of just anyone. You need a clear plan, you need to have done this before to understand why you might be accepted or not. And there is very little information about this online because there aren't that many cases. The ones that do exist are only known by the firms that actively work in this field. Yes, you can obtain a European passport without living there, without paying abusive taxes there. You just have to do it wisely, through official programs and the right connections. My name is Victor, and I will see you on the call.